During advocacy conversations, it comes up that well-intentioned teachers want students to complete the work assigned to everyone in the class before moving on to their differentiated work. Similarly, sometimes teachers won't even entertain the possibility of differentiated work because that student doesn't score perfectly or have a perfect grade in their class. During a recent virtual event, a parent asked how to incorporate strengths-based models and strategies into a public school environment similar to this. Laurel, the Director of Family Services, shares her thoughts and insights on this topic. Stay tuned after the video for more information on the benefits of the Young Scholars Program and how you can directly access features like these virtual events.
What is, I guess it would be a further investigation of what is happening in the 4th grade class of getting a B. For example, one of the things that we see a lot of in reading comprehension, if that's what we're kind of talking about here, tests, is multiple choice tests. If your student is getting a B based on kind of multiple choice tests around reading comprehension, yes, I think he's bored, is yes, okay. Can be trying to make things more interesting, right? Or just rushing through things because it's so boring. So the kind of rushing through things or getting things wrong because it wasn't interesting or engaging enough is pretty common. So then how do we help? Is the teacher open to looking at what your student has been doing outside of school? It sounds like you've been doing something in terms of reading at the 9th grade level. Is the teacher open to being like, look, my student is reading these books. Can you have a conversation with my student around these books and kind of you, the professional teacher, test out their kind of comprehension of the themes in these books? And through that, see kind of how much farther my student is along. Are they kind of in a similar vein willing to do a trial run with some higher level material? Could we try to do, like, they might not be willing to go all the way up to 9th grade, but could we try some 7th grade curriculum and see how my student does? Are you willing to give that a trial period of, like, maybe, I know we're near the end of the school year, but like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, the end of the year? Can we see how my student does with kind of some higher level materials and see if that kind of reaches him in a different way? Public schools can be hard to work with if the teacher is deeply entrenched in the bureaucracy and kind of they insist he needs to do whatever the other kids do. Only after that can he read another thing. Yeah, I was just going to say, really entrenched in their curriculum and policies. That's larger advocacy to go outside, if that's what they're insisting, kind of going beyond the teacher. If you haven't moved up to the principal, you might have already moved up to the principal and then further. But the really insisting that they need to do the grade level material before anything else is a unfortunately common policy in many schools, and I would say public schools, but also we see this sometimes in private schools. Sometimes the teacher can be really influential. If you get a flexible teacher, if you get someone to like willing to bend the rules, then you can get into a situation where the teacher's differentiating kind of under the radar, but that comes down a lot to the particular teacher. But the other thing is kind of going to the school with any kind of testing results that you have. Again, they might not take those in or consider them, but that might be one route. If they have their own tests, getting their own tests and being like, look, they're getting 100% constantly? Are they willing to do curriculum compacting where we pre-test for knowledge and then we can do other things if we hit mastery? So maybe curriculum compacting is something to go down. But that's bigger advocacy. And again, maybe finding that flexible teacher. So I know you said 4th grade, maybe the 5th grade teacher will be a little bit more open and flexible. Yeah, that's a hard one. If your student has an IEP though, you might look up strength-based IEPs. You might be able to go down the route of getting some strength stuff built into his IEP.
Thank you for watching. Check out our Davidson Gifted blog post on this topic, linked in the description below. The Davidson Young Scholars Program provides our members with opportunities to connect, engage, and access a range of family services to support them on their profoundly gifted or twice exceptional path. Want to learn more? We host application Q&As for families to learn more about our program, testing requirements, and the application. Visit our website, davidsongifted.org, and find the next available Q&A on the upcoming events tab. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.